Okay. What the happened?
You don't often get to go adventure bike riding for work. However, this weekend was different. I'm busy with a project for Cape Nature, who needed customer review videos at 2 of their nature reserves. So we set out on a very chilly Saturday morning and headed towards the mountains. Our designated breakfast spot was Diesel and Cream in Barrydale. The breakfast burrito and burger was so good, even this oak wanted a little taste. Back on the road, and we winded down a very freshly tarred Trudeau Pass. We turned off towards Grootvadersbosch Nature Reserve and got caught behind a Merc who had convinced themselves that they were on a rally stage. The Merc doesn't give a shit, Dad. Potholes weren't even a thought on this Merc's mind, but I had some thoughts of my own.
That is an unnecessary amount of potholes.
We ended up trailing this car for majority of the road, and even at 80 k's an hour, the mighty Merc wouldn't give way.
Bye, Felicia.
The road into the reserve was stunning, and we absorbed the morning sun as we zigzagged into the mountains. Now, a little fun fact. The previous day was one of the worst storms to hit the Western Cape in recent years.
Mop-up operations are now underway after heavy rains left a trail of destruction in parts of the province. Heavy rains also resulted in rocks and mudslides blocking sections of the N1.
So naturally, we encountered our first obstacle.
So that is a very big tree that's... okay. Let's investigate. Okay. Right. Oh, it's popped off over there. Okay. Oh, there's a lot that have fallen over. You bring a chainsaw?
And a couple minutes later, a hero and a chainsaw came to sort it out. We entered the reserve and headed down to our accommodation. We smashed out the interviews, and with work out of the way, had a braai and called it a night.
Otherwise you will.
The next morning, we headed towards our next stop, which was Marlith Nature Reserve. And by looking at the mountains where we were heading, you already know there was going to be some sky sauce. We had to rapid fire through these interviews because it had started raining while we were still busy. Leaving the reserve, we knew we had to make a plan for this weather. So we stopped off at our favorite bar for some supplies.
Everyone to know that because it's raining, Mark's over there, he's going to be soaking wet, laughing, because look what I've done. So here's Mark, also busy fashioning out his pantaloons. We'll see how this goes. It's not going well. Very wet. There we go. Just like everybody know, I have now upgraded and I have a nappy now. And Mark has even given into the idea. Look at that thing. Look at that. Waterproofed.
With our waterproof-ish clothing, we started our voyage back to the flooded Cape. The immense amount of rain had definitely had a negative impact on the road surface.
This road is so slippery. It's like riding on ice. Our wheel spun in first gear, not even trying to, just kind of like going forward.
Do you remember what I said about the roads being as slippery as ice? Well, this kinda maybe definitely happened.
Okay. What the happened? Okay.
No, I'm just gonna lie down just for a little bit.
Are you sorry?
Essentially.
Fortunately, with nothing majorly broken, we carried on into the eye of the storm and headed home. Thanks for exploring with us, and we'll see you on the next adventure.